Alright, good morning everybody. In this video I'm going to basically be talking about how to use your lightstones, turn those in order to get experience and to get some 10 platinum kind of containers that you can use, that spellcasters use, but you basically as a monk would be selling it, or any other class that's not a spellcasting class. And you can turn in the light stones for some books that are worth a couple of silver. But the greater light stones are the ones that will give you the slotted books. It kind of opens up a slot where you can store items in. But if you sell those back to the person that you turn in the light stones to, you can get about 10 plat per book. So for every greater light stone, you get about 10 plat. And this right here is just running through West Karanas. So I'm in, I just zoned into West Karana and I'm running through right now. Obviously, I'm strafe running in order to get a little bit more speed. And you're basically just going to go from east to west. And one recommendation, highly recommend it, is to do this during the daytime. Because at night, there are werewolves and ghouls that will pass through the zone. And they're higher level than you. And they are KOS. So if you get caught by one, you may have to run all the way back if you're not far enough to East Karana's zone line. And this run is pretty long. I want to say it's like 10 to 15 minutes long. So you got to make sure you stay as far away from bandits or anything that can KOS whenever they come near you. So that way you don't have to worry about getting killed while, traversing through the zone. So yeah, it's pretty much just going to be like a run like this. And what sucks about non-gating classes that don't have the gate spell that allows you to port back to a bind point, is that you're going to have to run all the way back as well. It'll be a good time to do a who/who in zone and see if there's someone who can give you Spirit of the Wolf. If not, you just got to make the run yourself. And there are willowisps in this zone that can drop light stones, but because the zone is so big and there's so many pathing monsters, I don't really do it. I usually do Isla Cara just because all the willowisps are in close proximity and there's nothing that kills on sight at that area. So that's why I normally go all the way to Erud's Crossing and do the hunting there. Now you see here at the fork in the road, I'm going the wrong way. So I realized that says south. This says east. There's a little stone there that says high pass hold. That's the one you want to follow. So now I'm going east again. And I'm pretty much talking over this video. I pre-recorded it. So what I'll probably do is cut it up to run only when I'm talking. That way you won't be just sitting here watching me run through the entire zone, because that's kind of boring. So I'll probably just transcribe it and cut it up. So you can see here this heads north towards the farm. We don't want that. We want to keep going east. And I think from this run, I got almost 2 levels. I got level 15 and almost filled it up to level 16. When I get to the North Karanas, I'll open my bags and you'll see how many light stones I have. Takes hours of hunting to get it done, but that's pretty much the nature of EverQuest. Whenever you're hunting and killing, it's designed to take hours to, get levels. And currently it's Christmas time, so there's there's basically a 50% XP bonus. I'm not sure if that applies on turn-ins, like if you turn items in. But for kills, it worked really well with the willowisps giving me experience. So I got experience from killing the willowisps, and I'm going to get experience from turning in the light stones that drop from them. Here you'll see some weird things with the road where it kind of patches out. You just keep running along the road. And like I said, you just keep spamming sense heading and make sure you're heading east. And as you can see here, it's kind of devoid of mobs, but the more you run to the east, the more you'll start running into mobs. In hill giants, you really want to pay attention, look out for, because they can literally come out of nowhere. So this line, I'm going to run through next to it, and it's going to attack me. I didn't realize that you get too close to those, they will attack. But thankfully, I have more than enough levels to kill this thing pretty easily, so no harm, no foul. But generally, you want to avoid everything just so you can run through. And one thing I forgot to talk about is monk attack skills. When you get to certain levels in monk, you get attack skills like round kick and tiger claw. I believe at level 15 there's another skill you can learn, and basically you got to train it first before you can get it in your hotbar. I forget what the level 15 skill is, but once I get to level 15, I'm gonna pump that skill up so I can use that as well. But all skills, when you first train them, start at 15, so you gotta skill them up just like every other skill. And there's a hill giant, you see it there. Or sorry, that's a cyclops, and they're also they con red, kill on sight, so you don't want to get anywhere near something like that. See a willowisp right there. I could attack it to try to get another lightstone, but I don't want to do that here. I just want to run through. But if you wanted to, you could stay in Qeynos Hills and West Karanas, and you could farm lightstones there if you really didn't want to go all the way to Erud's Crossing. And you see here I'm going around the road because there's a gang of 3 bandits on the road. I guess they're like highwaymen who would try to start a fight with you. Oh, and here's a guy who's going to give me so. So there you go. A guy just runs across you and gives you so. Bam. So he hooked me up. He runs away, and I take off. Now I got speed. And we're getting more towards the east now, so it's going to get a little bit more dangerous. I think we're coming up on another town here. Yep, there's a little town right there. You're going to see that one post there, that stone post. Run past that and just follow the road. And the best thing about not traveling at night too, especially with human vision, is that you can see a lot better in the distance, and that helps out great for seeing mobs in the different distance, and also for seeing any like giants or any like kill on sight mobs that may be pathing around, like this bear. Stay away from it. Keep going. There's a hill giant right there. Want to stay away from that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You just keep going. And down there, you can see that NPC down there. That's Yizpan. He gives a quest for, I think it's a no skull in Split Paw Lair. I have it on my magician character, but I haven't completed the quest yet. I forgot what the reward is, but it's a weird quest where you got to combine 2 items in a skull. There's another giant. We want to avoid it. Make sure we stay out of the way. And we're coming close to the zone line here. So there's another branching path. You just sense heading. Make sure you're going east. And there's the zone line right there. And North Karana, you got to be really careful because at this level, almost everything is high level. And you really want to avoid in North Karana the griffins. The griffins are attack on sight, and also hill giants are going to be roaming through as well. And the griffins especially can come through the gypsy camp where you're doing the stone turn-in, so you always want to have your eyes open while you're doing your turn-ins to make sure that you don't accidentally have a griffin come up on you while you're sitting in camp. And also while I was doing this one, the hill giant came bursting through. Didn't come into the camp, but it came pretty close. You see a griffin over there? I conned that griffin and it's yellow, so it'd kill me. So I definitely want to avoid it. Even these clicknicks right here, or beetles or whatever, are red and yellow. So everything in the zone basically is more high powered than you, because you're not supposed to be here yet technically, but because we're doing our quest, we have to come here to get our XP. And you're going to see a fork in the road here. You just go straight down the middle. You'll see the gypsy camp in the distance. There's the gypsy camp where we want to turn in our lightstones. And there I brought up my backpack, and you can see all the lightstones I have. There's lightstones, greater lightstones. I try to categorize them. So Mercila? Mercila is the NPC you want to give lightstones to. So I'm going to start off with just regular lightstones. Those give less XP and also just give little books that you put in your inventory. And there's the book item. You see here it's 9 plat, 5 gold. It's almost 10 plat. Those are 9 silver, 5 copper. Those little books. And then you just basically just keep doing this over and over and over until you so bam, just leveled up to level 15. And here I'm just gonna, instead of trying to sell everything at once, I'm just gonna start dropping. And I'm gonna free up 2 slots in the main inventory. That way I could sell 2 of those books at a time, because you can't drop those onto the NPC unless you have space in your inventory to your basic your base inventory to put it, because since it's the greater lightstone drop is technically considered a bag item, so you got to make sure that you have space in that main inventory to put it. So as you can see here, I did another book. So what I'm going to do here is sell the short beer, or the black barrel stout. That way I have 2 slots open. And now I can do 2 at a time. So you do 2 at a time. There's the hill giant right there. See, I'm kind of nervous because I'm like, is it going to come this way or not? He's going to eventually go around, but you never know. But the most dangerous thing coming through this camp is griffins. They love to do that. So now I'm going to sell the books back to her. As you can see, my plat level is going up pretty fast. For this level, this amount of plat is pretty good. If you do this over and over again, you're going to get a good amount of plat. You can see I'm at 71% at level 15, and I haven't fought anything. That's just from turning this stuff in. See there, 87%. If I had a few more greater light stones, I probably could have leveled to level 16. %. So I got 91% into level 15 just from turning in those light stones and not doing anything else. You can see that can give you some very good XP at this level. So what I'm gonna do, because I didn't want to run all the way back, so I'm just gonna log out. So this guard tower here is a place where you can go to run away from mobs and have them killed by the guards. However, some evil faction players must have killed the guards. You can see there's a dead troll. They must have killed the guards, so unfortunately you'd be undefended here, but it's a good place to camp at regardless. But normally there are Qeynos guards here who will kill, like if you're being chased by a griffin, they will kill the griffin for you. But yeah, anyways, that's it. That's pretty much the video. That's all you got to do to level up yourself at this level if you're on the Qeynos side. After this, forget what's next. I want to say it's Crocodiles and Oasis of Mar. But to get through that, you got to get through High Pass Hold, which is a whole nother story of itself. So we will continue with this journey in later videos, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you very much.